Hi, I'm Shelley Wood. You might know me from shelleywood.com. This is my tiny sewing room where I make doll clothes sewing videos. Today I'm going to show you how to make this little velvet top. It's partially lined and it fits 18-inch dolls like American Girl and Madame Alexander. But before we begin, please go to my website shelleywood.com to download this free printable pattern and the sleeve pattern. You'll need two patterns. There will be a link in the YouTube video below the video. Use the pattern to cut out these cotton pieces and these velvet pieces. Now, with the right sides together, you're going to place a cotton back on top of a velvet back. And then you're going to stitch around the base, the back closure, and the neckline. You'll want to do this for both of the backs. And then clip the seams, and I like to use a chopstick to invert those corners gently so they don't poke. Okay, and then you'll place the cotton bodice front over the velvet front. And again, keep those right sides together. You're going to sew the neckline before clipping and inverting. You'll want to press all the seams back and front, and then place one of the backs on top of the velvet front with those velvet sides together. Now you're going to stitch across the shoulder seam and do the same with the other back. Lay it across the bodice front and then stitch the shoulder seam again. Now open it up, and when you press the seam for velvet, you're going to want to use a extra piece of fabric to protect the velvet because it can really get wonky if you don't. Hot irons can affect velvet that way. Now your bodice should look like this once the seams are opened. You're going to lay one sleeve against that opening at the sleeve area and stitch from the underarm to the gather line on your pattern. You'll be able to look at the pattern and see about where your gather line is. If you use chalk, that would be a good spot to mark the sleeve top with chalk so you know where to stop sewing. And then you're going to attach the sleeve from the other underarm to the gather line. And here's how that looks as I'm working on it. I'm trying to show you how that looks. It's kind of tricky to look at when you do sleeves. Okay, now you can see there's still that gap at the shoulder line where the gathers are going to happen. And we're going to gather the sleeves, gather area, until the fabric of the bodice at the shoulder matches the fabric at the top of the sleeve. And then you're going to attach the sleeve to the bodice with stitches. Here's how I did that. I'm just gathering now, gathering that fabric a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to stitch it directly onto the shoulder of the bodice. If you do this with both sleeves, your bodice will look like this. Now you're going to double fold hem the bottom of each sleeve by folding first once, then twice, and using a whip stitch to hem it. I have a whip stitch tutorial if you need some help with that. Hem both sleeves with a double fold hem, and then fold the bodice in half, and you're going to stitch from that whip stitch hem at the sleeves edge to the underarm, and then turn and follow the bodice inseam from the underline, but stop your stitches just about 2 centimeters from the raw edge. Kind of looks like that when you fold it up. Okay, so I'm going to show you again. You're going to stitch from that whip stitch hem at the sleeve edge to the underarm, and then you're going to go down the bodice, but stop just shy of the actual end of that bodice, not your fabric there. And do this for both sides, and you'll notice that the backs have kind of a finished look, but the front has a raw edge. So you're going to fold those raw edges inside themselves and use a whip stitch to close this edge. And there's a nice close-up of the whip stitch. Again, I've got a tutorial, and there's a link in the description for my tutorial. Finish sewing all those side stitches that run from the underarm to the hem. Close off both sides of the garment, and then invert the top. That means turn it right side out. As you can see, I'm doing that here. Now it's a good time to add those snaps, and again, I have a tutorial that shows you how to sew snaps on fabric. Of course, you can use Velcro, but that requires a little bit more of a seam allowance than my pattern allows for. And then I added some beautiful little buttons down the front center. I recommend that you purchase buttons like this on Etsy. There are lots to choose from, and it has a nice added effect. And now you're ready to try it on your doll. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. And look at Kaya. Now, if you would like to make the skirt, I have that pattern too. And of course, Shellywood.com offers patterns for dolls of many shapes and sizes. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos and free patterns, please tell your friends about my website. It just really helps. You can find free patterns even for doll clothes like this little Barbie dress. Goodbye.